Back to Lower Plenty for the start of the third quarter. Big second quarter there, as you know, from Lower Plenty, where they kicked 7 goals 4 to 1 goal 4. And at the start of the third quarter, Lower Plenty are 9-6-60 and Northcote Park are 6-8-44. So Nick, this will be interesting, won't it? The match-winning quarter.
No, this is where it all happens. I reckon. Hopefully they'll come out with a bit of feisty run here, Lower Plenty. But as I say, North could have been very, very impressive. So,
all right, up she goes. Paddy Flynn does the ruck battle against McEwen. It hits the deck, coming through, trying to get his way through the pack was Bromley, but the umpire said it'll be a free kick. It'll go to Northcote Park, and bringing the ball out of the centre. There it goes, kicked there by Zvark. It goes towards the half-forward line. Ball hits the deck and it's going to be out of bounds, and we're going to see a boundary throw-in on the Northcote Park half-forward line. So this is going to be a very entertaining third quarter because Lower Plenty got a 16-point lead. Northcote Park are kicking to what's clearly been the scoring end. We've had a number of goals kicked to the right of the screen today. And let's see what happens as it makes its way into the hands of David Di Stefano. Davies picks it up for Northcote Park, but it's going to be out of bounds, and we're going to see a boundary throw-in. Now on the wing position on the outer side of the ground here at Lower Plenty. Boundary throw in. McEwen's now in the ruck doing the ruck contest, and he won that, got the ball down in front. Vasilevsky fought his way through the pack, couldn't quite get boot to the ball, ends up in a little bit of a scrum, and the umpire will ball it up. Coming off the bottom of the pack is Davies, who's been strong.
Yeah, very strong. In and under player, and he's definitely showed that today.
Again, Davies makes the contest. A good bit of strength there shown by Paddy Flynn at the bottom of the contest. And back to the umpire for another throw-up. Hopefully we can get through this game without freezing over, Nick.
Yeah, it's a cold one down here today. I'm surprised the clouds haven't opened up.
There's a little left foot dribbler. Goes into the advantage of the Northcote Park boy. Gets the handball back again. I'm not sure if that's Barnes Webb out there. It's also under the bottom of the pack is Nick Carter.
Yeah, Nick Carter, another one that...
Been good, hasn't he?
Been good today. He's Ash Close almost getting on the end of that.
Ball comes off the boot of the Northcote Park forward. Now it's been forced through for one behind though, and that came from the boot of Di Matteo, and it went through for 1 point, so Northcote Park got the first score on the board for the third quarter, and they move on to 6 goals 9-45 to 9-6-60. Clint Munger, right foot drop punt towards the half back line, looking for Sochio. There's a strong mark taken there.
It's Benny Brown. He's taking a great kick as well. Ash Close looking dangerous here, but
sharked, but before he could get the ball away, the umpire paid a free kick for a push.
He's a bit unlucky there, Ash Close. I think this
is Keys, strong defender. Not his best kick, but he's looking for Matty Barden. Will it sit for him? It does, but he's caught because it sat up for a while. Coming through is Brown, showing a lot of strength as he gets it off to Mills, and Mills centres it up, and Ash Close play on. He blew it, and then he didn't blow it, and now he paid holding, and the umpire said it's your free kick. It's going to Ash Close.
Yeah.
Well, he got out of it.
Interesting there, and Ash Close was lucky to get the free kick, I think.
Ash Close will shoot for goal though, and he'll have the last laugh.
He will. Yeah, he's been great today, Ash Close. He's played in pretty much every position on the ground, I think. So,
well, we've seen him up back in that second quarter after rucking, and up forward in the first quarter where he was dangerous. He could have kicked 3, I think. He's shooting from about 35 out. Ash Close on the right foot. It's a wobbly one off the boot, and it's 1 point.
Yeah, not his best kick. It's always hard to kick when you got the Lower Plenty tent behind you there, the supporters.
Yeah, they weren't that endearing to him. Matt Barden comes off and Justin Ratty comes on, and we're going to see Vasilevsky bring it in with the mercurial left foot. He goes in short and finds Sochio, who's been pretty good, hasn't he, Nick?
Yeah, he's been good. He finds a bit of space, Jules Sochio, and uses the ball well. There's a
General rule.
He
let you down. The ball's picked up and sharked now for Northcote Park, and they come in looking for the forward. It was had to pick it up on the crumb there, Mills, and he couldn't pick it up, and it went out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw in. Boundary throw in now, forward pocket, deep in the scoring zone for Northcote Park. Just waiting for the footy to make its way back.
Yeah, it's down in the creek. Thank you so much.
And they've had to go looking for it. It might be down in Ivanhoe or Darebin by now if it's flowing.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Someone put it under the jacket and went to take it home, I reckon.
Boundary throw in. There it is, doing the contest. No one in particular. It landed in into a vacant paddock. It came across to Boscarini. He's dangerous. He gets it over now, and the long kick kicked in by Violato, but it's through for 1 point.
Yeah, they're good at that, Northcote. They seem to spread well and get on the end of the ball there. Lockie Boscarini, who again keeps finding good space.
Here's Ayres, who sparked them into action in the third quarter. The umpire said there's one down the ground, paid advantage. Socio got it off to Di Stefano. Left foot to Darcy Barden, and Barden takes the mark in front of his opponent on the true wing position. Barden, right foot kick towards the top of the goal square, coming back. Great mark by McEwen.
Yeah, he just floated back there in defence, and he's been good today.
Ollie McEwen, he has been good.
Has a good presence about him.
And now the ball is marked in the back line. And there's a little short pass, goes into Davies. He brings the ball, switches it out wide. Looking here now for Sutton.
It's a great punch
away by Barden. Goes straight back to Davies, who had the previous kick. He runs around his man and goes in short, and he finds his teammate there in Violato. Violato marks in front of Munger. He switches and goes to the outer side of the ground now, looking for the big boy. And that's our mate Brown, who's been everywhere and in everything. He goes across, finds his teammate on the half-back line. The left foot pass goes in. Going back is Poyser, and he'll intercept. And Poyser takes the mark on the half-back line. Comes back inboard looking for Clint Munger, who did well.
Yeah, lucky kick there.
It was a well-measured kick probably in the end.
Very well measured.
And there's Munger. He goes looking for Socio. Socio finds good space. He gets the handball across to Morris. He goes in with a lovely pass.
Good link-up play.
Duckworth. Will he move it on quickly, or is he going to hatch it? Or is he going to have a shot, Nick? Got a good leg, hasn't he?
He's got a great leg. He can probably kick it with either foot he wanted to, but
Duckworth comes in with a left foot drop punt. Up they go. McEwen got his hands on it. It got forced through for a point behind the stick.
Yeah, Lower Plenty, they're good when they link up and move the ball quickly, but in saying that, Northcote Park are very good at getting back, so if Lower Plenty can move the ball quickly and get it over the top, they can be dangerous.
Okay, the ball's going to be brought back in by McNeese. He comes in with a left foot drop punt to beauty.
It's a fair find.
It's an absolute beauty.
Again, Lockie Boscarini finding space.
Boscarini goes in short, over the top, finds his teammate coming down. Might have been, there wasn't Brown. He goes inboard though, and it was hot. Potato, Violato. Did he play on? The ball makes its way out. Spillage here towards Duckworth, doing battle with Singh. Duckworth manages to push it forward into the pathway now of the big fellow in Naismith.
As I said, very clever from Ducky there, just to get the ball deeper into the forward line, and it allows the midfielders to set up around that forward 50 and lock the ball in for Lower Plenty.
Boundary throw in, McEwen. Front was Flynn, shark by Duckworth, left foot kick towards the pocket. No one could take possession. In fact, it beat them all over the line out of bounds. The Singh will take the went out on the full. He'll take the free kick in the last line of defence. Score check. Lower Plenty 9-7-61. 14-point advantage at the moment. Northcote Park 6-11-47. Nick, it's a bit of an arm wrestle.
Yeah, it is. No one really making a presence on the scoreboard so far in this quarter, and the momentum seems to be switching quite a bit.
Davies drives the ball forward in towards the hot spot. Great contest. Makes its way out the back to Darcy Barden. He's gone with a fancy little kick, and it's gone into the pathway, and mark taken and paid to
don't know whose free kick that is. Yeah.
Trying to find out who's got it.
I don't know what he's free kick there to Northcote Park.
Is it 37?
It looks like.
I'm trying to find him on my list.
Doesn't look like he's on there.
And look, I'm not sure whether it's. I've got Justin Chilcott down in the footy record. I haven't got a player on the team sheet.
He's come out of the spectator stand and kicked that one, I reckon.
Goal. Well, we'll just have to find out who that is.
Yeah, 2 so far to Northcote, I think. They'll plenty need to get one back. It doesn't seem to be going in the direction of any team. It's pretty even out there. It just seems that Northcote Park have had two early ones in this quarter and
One. They've kicked 1 goal, 3 in this quarter. It's 7-11-53 to 9-7-61, so it's an 8-point ball game. We'll check who that was, whether it was Chilcott or not, who it is in the record, but we haven't got it on the team sheet. Player 37. Yeah. Free kick now being paid to Dougie Morris. He'll take the ball in the centre. So Morris with the free kick to bring Lowell Plenty into attack. He goes with a bit of a raking drop punt towards the pocket, but McNeice was there. He couldn't take the mark. Ball hit the ground. No clean contest. Dragging him out off over the top of the pack. The umpire says, I'll have it, thanks, and I'll ball it up. Here's the throw up. Tap one beautifully by Paddy Flynn. Now it comes out into the possession of, looks as though might have been Schultz under there.
Yeah, Schultz, good on him to hold that ball in there to reset. Great tackle there by Heath Ayres.
Playing well. He's played well, Schultz, being their best players, I would have thought.
Yep.
Throw up, tap. There's a chance. Flynn does his own roving. Now it comes out to Davies. Davies on the right foot, kicks it towards the hot spot. Always a push and shove, but over the back of the pack it comes. Julian Soccio gets it out to Darcy Barden. Barden deep in the back pocket for Lower Plenty. Barden brings it out wide. Not his best kick, and it goes straight to Brown. Brown it is. Played well for Northcote Park. He's going to bring the ball back in.
It's a dangerous spot.
Great kick, free kick against Lower Plenty. It'll be a free kick to Northcote Park. Didn't pay the advantage. Said you can go back and have a shot. This will make it a 2-point ball game if you can drill it. Just got to work out who's got it.
Yeah, Lower Plenty really need one here soon. And
is it Pat O'Connell? Yeah.
Yep, Pat O'Connell.
So Pat O'Connell, who hasn't kicked one yet either, been in a lot of the play for them.
I think he's had a few shots at goal, he just hasn't been able to convert.
Pat O'Connell from 30 metres out,
again,
ball's on its way and he's missed. Another point. So they've had plenty of opportunities and they haven't made the most of them.
Yeah, as I say, Northcote Park, more scoring shots than Lower Plenty, and it's crucial to convert in a game like this.
Absolutely. Great spoil by McNeice, and he brings the ball down and out of bounds and kills it on the half-forward line in the advantage zone for Northcote Park. Going to see a boundary throw in. There it is. Flynn gets 2 hands on it. Beautifully sharked by
unlucky
Boscarini. Over it comes and makes its way forward, but Poyser, he takes the mark and he kicks it out wide towards Matty Barden. He's under the pump with Brown. Over the back of the pack is Soccio. Will it bounce for him? No, it won't. He runs back inboard, gets a handball over the top. Here's a chance. Di Stefano into Vasilevsky. Cop one, but he took it.
Justin.
There's a long kick.
2 big fellas
long
there.
Kick towards the big fella in the goal square, and he takes it.
Oh, that's great. Great voice there from Dougie Morris and Ducky telling Vass to look for Justin Rady down there, and he's put it down his throat. That was a good mark by the big fella there.
Was it? Was a very good mark.
Yep.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered. They were, as you said, they were screaming and shouting for him to kick it there. Here he goes now, Ratty on the left foot. Not his best looking kick, and it's offline and through for 1 point. They needed it.
Yeah, they did need that one.
Would have been a handy one. Ball comes out of the back line. This looks like Schultz as he brings it back towards the centre forward spot. Has kicked it into the dangerous territory. Oh, Paddy Flynn got caught. The umpire said against you. Out it comes as it finds the other O'Connell.
This is where Northcote's dangerous.
Absolutely on the switch, but there's a chance, but it went through his fingertips. Now they clear out to Darcy Barden. He goes with a little short one. Vasilevsky gets it back. Well shepherded too as he's helped Barden coming through, but he had no one to give it to, so it got turned over. And there's a chance for Nick Carter. He brings it into the hot spot. Keezy had to boot 3 of them. Hit the deck, and lovely tackle too on the other boy. Coming through is King. He gets it out. Goes out wide now, and a chance for Bromley. Bromley's under more pressure than the early blokes, and De Bruin was there. Now it finds its way, I think, to Schultz as he gets it into the pocket. Here's a chance. Picked it off the pack like picking cherries with Pat O'Connell, and the umpire said it's ended up.
Great tackle there, Blakey Poyser.
Good bit of play.
Yeah, very good bit of play. Pretty back and forth in this quarter, and no one seems to be on top, so...
We've got ourselves a 8-point ball game here at the Cave. Boundary throw in. McEwen, who's now doing all the work, got a nice little tap into the advantage zone of his teammate who looked like it was Vark. Vark got it over to his mate who kicked it into the top of the goal square. Spoiler was Munger, hit the deck, no clean possession. Davies tried to stand up in the tackle, got rebounded back to him, and he was in and under, and the umpire said, I'll ball it up.
Yeah, Davies been very good today.
Just about their best, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. He's a composed player, and it wasn't Davies, that was Big McEwen down there.
Oh, was it McEwen? Righto.
He's playing like a rover, the big fella.
He's been good too,
He's
McEwen.
also been great, yeah.
Ball comes out now and kicked by Poyser towards the outer side of the ground. I think it's going to go over the boundary line on the full, and they'll get a rebounding free kick, Northcote Park, and they can set up. Bloke in the middle on his own, Michael O'Connell. I think that was McNeese who then gave it back to Singh. He takes his time and he delivers with... It's a long drop punt, but Flynn's there and he gets a big fist in. It hits the deck, and Poyser has been pretty effective as well. Ball makes its way out into the advantage of Duckworth, who's been good too. He gets the handball off. Now there's Davies, and he couldn't take it. Umpire says a free kick going to
Ryan Gray there.
Ryan Gray. He gets it off to Vasilevsky. He goes with that raking leg in towards Sochio. He couldn't take it. The fist hits the ground over the top. Finds its way to Darcy Barden, courtesy of Matt Barden, and Darcy Barden's kick behind.
Yeah, good ball moving there by Lower Plenty, but just not able to capitalise. They seem to be stuffing around with it a little bit on the centre forward, and need to get it deeper to the top of the square and into the goal mouth, I think.
Singh is going to bring it back in with his left foot, normally a raking kick.
Yeah, fantastic kick.
Just working out his options. He's going to come out to the scoreboard side, looking for McEwen.
Not a great
Paddy
kick,
Flynn
actually.
was there. No, in the end it didn't work out the way they wanted, and Paddy Flynn took it. Flynn, inboard, goes in, looks for Ayres, but Ayres leaves it for Di Stefano. Good call.
Yeah, no, well called, Dave.
Di Stefano's, can he kick this, Nick?
Definitely. He'll love it if he does kick it. He'll
turn on one.
Definitely.
Give us
the boys get up and about. It's just a goal like this really will bring the energy for Lower Plenty and hopefully a bit of momentum.
David Di Stefano, 40 metres out, drop punt on its way, slightly offline, through for 1 point.
Add the distance.
And Lower Plenty now move on to 9-10-64, Northcote Park 7-12-54. We have a 10-point ball game. Remember, it was 16 points at half time. We're about halfway through the third quarter. This looks like Schultz, who kicks it to himself and then drives out towards the outer side of the ground. And it's a great mark by Poyser, hasn't he? Played well.
Yeah, Blakey Poyser getting on the end of a bit of ball in the third quarter.
Into Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky has the footy, goes back to Poyser. Poyser goes in short looking for Duckworth, but it goes over his head to Geary.
Yeah, this is where Lower Plenty...
into the man on the mark, got the rebound. Back to where it came from, good tackle, didn't get rid of it properly. Umpire said free kick, and it will go toward...
Yeah, unlucky there, the gear stick.
Goes to the big fella.
Oh, that's a fair kick there.
Was that Brown?
Yeah, Benny Brown.
And what a magnificent hit up. Finds his teammate in
close magic.
In short, and there's a nice mark taken by Vark.
Yeah, Vark, another one who's been running hard all day and going back to the flight there. He he was deep in defence on that last play and made a 200-metre sprint straight down into the forward line, and he's been rewarded here. Hopefully slots this one because he deserves it.
So this is Vark, who will generally a good kick for goal, and this is a handy one. If they can get this, they'll be back to 4 points. So Vark from 35 metres out, kicking for goal, right foot drop punt on its way, goal.
Yep.
So the scoreboard, check now, Lower Plenty 9, 10, 64, Northcote Park 8, 12, 60.
Yeah.
So Nick, could go anyway.
Yeah, I mean Northcote Park have capitalised on the scoreboard, but it doesn't really look like it's favouring any side at the moment. So it's about time Lower Plenty slotted a few, I think.
All right, Tap. No real advantage in the centre bounce. Tackled by Duckworth. Here's Heath Ayres trying to spark him again. No clean possession out of the middle. The umpire will come in and he'll ball it up.
Great second efforts there by Heath Ayres. He gets tackled and gets the ball out, and he's the first one to get back up and lay a tackle. So clever ruck work there by Paddy Flynn.
It was, but it got sharked by Davies. He has his second bounce. He comes forward. He's only 45 out. He kicks for goal. Again, they're offline, and they kicked their fifth behind for the quarter. So they've kicked 2 goals 5 this quarter, and Lower Plenty have only kicked the 4 behinds.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who kicks straight, pretty much.
Duckworth is set, but a lovely spoil on him. Chilcott couldn't take it. I think it is Chilcott. Oh, in the hard contest, no one shirked the issue there.
That was a good attack there by Ducky. Nothing wrong with that. And it's Lucic, is it? What's his name? He's sort of come off second best.
I think it's Chilcott. There it goes. Bounce taken by Flynn. The knock was by Flynn, and now they're all held up.
Yeah, about 4 blokes going to tackle him there.
There it goes. McEwen, who's been good. I like the way he's contested in the ruck. It finds its way back to Paddy Flynn. He gets the handball out.
Ran back into trouble.
Oh, and here's Heath Ayres. He sparks him as he runs through the centre. He has one bounce.
Kick the snag, mate.
Probably have a second, but he doesn't. He kicks it in towards the pocket, and it's gone through for 1 point.
That's unlucky. Didn't have many options up there. It was sort of a tight battle by the forwards and defenders down there, so would have been better off trying to kick that one.
He was sort of difficult too because he had a bloke running at him. He just didn't quite have enough space in the end to get that room. Here's Davies. He's been dominant.
Yeah, he's been great.
Hasn't he been terrific? Over it comes
Sutton.
Sutton, who kicks it towards the forward line. Play on, she called. Picked up by Munga. Munga gets it across now towards Flynn. Player down there at the half forward zone.
Yeah, he looks like he's in a bit of strife, this young bloke.
And the umpire said, I'm going to have to blow time on. Who is it?
It's that 37, is it?
No, he went off.
Did he? Didn't see who that was down there, but he does look like he's in a bit of strife.
Stretcher being called for. So there's a break in play here for a moment while the injured player gets attended to.
Doesn't look like he's moving. No. Yeah, this will...
Score check, Lower Plenty 9-11-65. Northcote Park 8-13-61. And we'll be a little bit of time on here. Goal kickers for Northcote Park, 2 to Brown. Singles are close, Carter, Coleman, Davies. I think it was Chilcott and Vark.
Yep.
And for Lower Plenty, singles right across the board. Gray, Di Stefano, Ayres, Barden, that's M. Barden, Geary, Naismith, Bromley, Ratty, Vasilevsky. Nick, how do you see this game panning out?
It's going to be an interesting contest, this one. I think it's just swinging both ways. There's no one really on top. And as I say, I keep saying it just comes down to who's going to put goals on the board. It's pretty much equal scoring shots, but Northcote Park have sort of missed a few that they should have converted, and it would have been very handy as this bloke gets carried off.
It's Di Matteo or Di Matteo.
Yeah.
Didn't quite see what happened in the contest.
Sort of one behind play. But he does look like he's in a bit of strife.
Well, we hope the lad's okay for Northcote Park as he comes off. And we'll see probably a couple of minutes of time on as a consequence of the delay in proceedings.
Yep. And yeah, you can see both leaders from both clubs trying to get the boys a bit fired up, I think. You can see Heath Ayres in there giving them a bit of a pep talk. So when something like this happens, it's sort of hard to get back into the game. So this will be interesting to see who comes out with a bit of fire.
Often it's a momentum shifter, and they, as in Northcote Park, probably had the momentum. Here we go. Play gets underway again with the umpire throwing the ball up pretty much just off away from the centre circle. It came down to Davies. It made its way out now.
Yeah, he called a throw.
To the dangerous Vark, but it was called a throw.
There's a good tackle there by the young Kyle Keenan, who
showing a bit.
He's been good today.
Now they're sort of caught up a bit. Overdid the handball?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one. If you've got a player like Vasilevsky or Reece Geary who does call for the ball, you have to give it off, but it may not have been the right option there.
Now there's an in and under contest, and the umpire has let it go for a bit, and now he's going to call for another ball up as Dougie Morris gets up off the dirt. Up she goes. Flynn doing the contest again with McEwen.
Blake Poyser.
Poyser's been good as he brings it up and towards the hot spot. Ball didn't bounce particularly well. Ayres has been dominant. Di Stefano will get a free kick, the umpire said.
Great work. Heath Ayres just sort of set that play up. He had a great attack on the ball, and clever by Dave Di Stefano, who's in a dangerous position, and I reckon he's going to kick this one, and if he does, I think the lower boys are going to erupt.
He's kicked one, so he could be the first multiple goal kicker for Lower Plenty if he can get this one on the board.
That's a good sign, I think, that there's been a good spread. Hopefully he brings out the aeroplane if he kicks this one.
Di Stefano from the pocket. 25 out. Not his best.
Hard
another
angle.
behind. Score check. Northcote Park 8-13-61. Lower Plenty 9-12-66. A 5-point ball game. We've played deep into this third quarter, but we did have injury time, so there's probably going to be some extra time. That's a magnificent...
That's a fantastic kick.
Wasn't it a ripper? And it makes its way now into the possession of Barnes-Webb, who's always dangerous. That's a great kick.
And Close will take that one.
It's Ash Close.
That's Northcote's bread and butter. That's a huge kick out of defence there by Brandon Brown, and as you can see, they're really good at getting out on the back. And Ash Close running into an open goal. He's had a great game today and hasn't kicked straight, but hopefully he'll slot this one.
So this is Ash Close. He has kicked one, looking for his second goal. 15 metres out, goes bang, puts it through, and that's going to put him in front. So Close gets his second. And the scoreboard, Lower Plenty are 9-12-66. They now trail Northcote Park 9-13-67. 1 point ball game, Nick. Couldn't be much closer.
It's panning out to be quite a good one. So it's going to be an interesting one. I said the third quarter will decide the game, but could be a big battle in the fourth.
Back in the centre. Up she goes. McEwen, who's battled tirelessly. Flynn got his hand on it. McEwen got a second attempt. Doug Morris decided to try and flick it back. Kyle Keenan's in there. Paddy Flynn, who's been great in and under, gets his own footy, and he's brought to the ground by Nick Carter, who's been good as well.
Yep.
Carter been dominant. Schultz has been good. Davies, all their good players, all their ball getters are around it. Flynn won the tap, went down the mouth of Duckworth. Davies held him up with Schultz's help. Umpire said, I'll ball it up again. Flynn gets up really high. Vasilevsky nearly took it. Ball's dribbled forward. Poyser been good across half
he's
back.
Been great.
He's got to get on his skates. He gets a bit of help from Kyle Keenan. He ran towards the boundary line out to bring it back.
Good courage there, Laurie Naismith.
Was it ever? Oh, in and under. Air says, I'll bring you out.
Yeah. Give him a helping hand there, Ashley. Don't know who that was in there.
There's the throw up. McEwen, good work. straight down the throat there of Nick Carter. Makes its way forward. Poiser again.
He's having
defending.
a day out.
Is he ever? Gets a nice handball across to Sochio and puts him in the van. Mongrel looking kick was, I think, smothered. Here he is, Geary, making his way through as he kicks it towards the goal square. Who's here? Singh goes back and he gets a paw on it, but couldn't hang on to it, and it went out of bounds, and Ayres helped him across the line. Boundary throw in now. This is a dangerous spot here. Lowell Plenty would be wanting to convert.
Setting up the wall outside as well, so the ball does not come out.
McEwen out bustled. Siren goes. There's the siren for three-quarter time. And Lower Plenty at three-quarter time are 9-12-66. They only kicked the 6 behinds. Northcote Park 9-13-67. Nick, how do you see it?
A 1 point ball game. It'll make for a great last quarter. Obviously, Northcote Park have had some great run from Davies. Brown's been sensational down back, a big presence. But it's neck and neck, and it'll be a sensational last quarter. We've got a great game on our hands here.
All right, we'll be back. Check goal kickers and everything else at the start of the last quarter. We'll be back shortly. Righto, welcome back here to Lower Plenty for the last quarter. Just check those scores at three-quarter time. Lower Plenty 9-12-66, Northcote Park 9-13-67. Nick, 1 point ball game. What's going to happen?
I don't know, mate. It's back and forth all game today. So whoever wants to step up, hopefully the leaders from Lower Plenty can step up. But Northcote will look good. Davies in the middle there. It could be an interesting last quarter. We'll see how we go.
Here we go, and then doing the ruck battle is McEwen. He's been really good since he's gone in there. He won that tap. It was sharked and kicked forward by Munger. A bit of a Munger type bounce into the pathway of the Northcote Park boy with a handball over the top was Barnes Webb, who's been good since he's been back on. He's hard at the footy, but it's out of bounds in front of the Northcote Park dugout.
Yeah, that's clever by Munger there. That's what Lower Plenty need to do, is just get the ball rolling into their forward line and hold it in.
The kick into the end that's been the scoring end all day, so whether that's going to help them, and throw-in went over the back of the pack. Here's Paddy Flynn, who's rucked and rove. Vasilevsky's been dominant.
That's a fair left foot snap.
It's a great left foot snap, but it's forced through for 1 point, and now we have a locked up ball game. 67 apiece here at the Bear Cave.
Big left foot out of here.
Singh, he's got a magnificent kick on him as he drives it towards the half-back line. Oh, up and under. At the back was Davies, who's, I reckon, just about their best. Inboard to the big fellow close over the side. Now it's driven forward towards the pocket. And a nice set of hands will hold it up. Is it Coleman?
50? Yeah, Coleman. That's where Northcote are dangerous on the rebound there, just getting over the back. Lower Plenty need to push hard back in defence and stop their run.
Here's Coleman, goes in short, finds his teammate. Lovely spoil there. Pat O'Connell couldn't get his hands on it. Works its way out, Poiser.
Oh, a bit cute there.
It was, but it made its way, and he went for the old 1-2, but Vasilevsky came running through. Gave him the old don't argue. Matty Barden ran past, but he got caught. Lovely tackle. Great defence there by Zvark.
He's been good today as well, Zark.
And also, I think it was Sutton who was in there with him, and finds Schultz on the half-forward line. This is Schultz. He's been good too. He goes in short, back to his teammate in Sutton. Yeah. Sutton's got Vark, but he decides he'll just hang on to it for a minute.
Jared Sutton, he's got a big tank. He's a great runner.
So, he goes in towards the forward pocket.
A bad kick too.
Nice spoil there. Here's a chance for Boscarini, who's been dominant. Looks like that's Schultz who followed up and kicks it in towards the pocket. Up they go, front and centre is
very well done there.
Kyle Keenan, who's been good, into heavy traffic though.
Well done, Kyle Keenan.
Now it finds its way back. Davies kicks nicely smothered, and he's brought to the ground. The umpire said he didn't have it, and he'll get a free kick. Davies played a ripper. He brings it in short to Vark. Vark goes now with a long driving punt kick by Vark.
He's always going to find that one there.
The pack.
Is that Paddy O'Connell?
I think it's Paddy O'Connell, isn't it? Pat O'Connell, who has kicked... He hasn't kicked one. Thought he might have. Goal on the board now. Important one for Pat O'Connell and for Northcote Park.
It's always good to get the first one out of the break. Lower Plenty are going to need an answer here and stop the momentum.
10-13-73 Northcote Park, Lower Plenty 9-13-67, 1 goal ball game. Back in the guts. See the throw up now. Paddy Flynn, perhaps it went to his advantage. Nice tackle there,
took it off
but
him.
Schultz stood up in the tackle. Then it made its way out wide off the boot of Zvark, and it's going to beat them all out of bounds before Boscarini could get there. He's been one of their best as well.
Yeah, Boss has been good. He's very good at finding space. He's getting on the end of quite a bit of loose ball, so he's dangerous around contests like this.
McEwen almost won that tap, I think. Nice tackle there.
He's a bit unlucky there, Kyle Keenan.
He was a bit stiff, you think?
Yeah. Didn't have a lot of time to get rid of that one.
Let's see now as he's going to go back and who is this? Who's got the footy? Have we worked that out?
No, I don't know who that is.
So the Northcote Park player will be shooting from about 40 metres out.
It's a very ugly kicking style.
It wasn't a particularly great, wasn't his best kick. It hit the top of the square. Ball came out into the possession. It made its way into the hands of Munga. Munga now clears with a wobbly torpedo punt out towards the centre wing position. That Ronalds, he gets the handball inside. Comes back to him from Vasilevsky. It's an up and under looking kick, and nobody other than the Northcote Park boy Violato gets it, and ball comes out, of course, to Davies, who is everywhere.
He would have had 30 touches today,
I reckon he's
easily.
I reckon you're right. And now it's with Violato again. He brings the ball out towards the wing position. Players set themselves.
That's a big leap by Close there.
By Close.
Yeah, I think he's paid it too.
Yeah, I think it was a great.
I think it was too. Great leap of the ball.
Close, right foot, drop punter,
all by himself.
Lovely kick.
Who's that? Is that O'Connell
Class,
as well?
I think it is. No, is it Brown?
Brown or O'Connell?
It might be Brown. No, it's O'Connell.
Yeah, it's not a play you want to be leaving by yourself.
This is Pat O'Connell who'll be going for his second. That was a great play by Close though.
Yeah, great leap.
Lovely
He's been all over the ground today. Close, he's been very good.
O'Connell shooting for goal from 40 metres out. Oh, lovely kick. And that's O'Connell's second for the quarter.
Yeah,
you get the feeling they might have
the momentum's going with Northcote at the moment. It's a lot of plenty to get back to basics and show something, as Grovesy would say.
Score check, Northcote Park 11-13-79, 9-13-67, so it's a 2-goal ball game.
Yeah, I mean both clubs have had pretty much the same scoring shots. Been neck and neck, but Northcote seeming to convert here in the last quarter where it matters.
Back in the centre, Justin Raddy's been thrown into the ruck to give Paddy Flynn a spell, and the tap was won by McEwen. It was picked up there and kicked by Bromley in towards the top of the goal square. Coming out was Flynn, but he couldn't hang on to it. It made its way towards Schultz, went over his head. And did he cop one then, trying to put his head over at Nick Carter. I think he just went in and sort of copped one.
I don't know why that was a free kick. I think it was a fair contest.
That's what I mean, it was a fair contest.
I don't know why it's... like to see the umpire let that go. Chaz Bromley, obviously a hard player, so no intention of hurting him.
Ayres couldn't get it. Was with the other O'Connell who got it over to Brown. Then it made its way towards the top of the goal square. 3 lower plenty blokes. The ball hit the ground.
Well done, Wilson King.
King got it out into the pathway though. Picked up by Close. He got it over the top. Down he went again, King. It's a tough old contest there.
Yeah, great tackling from both sides, and Northcote's had pretty sensational forward line pressure, not allowing Lower Plenty to get that ball out.
Here's the boundary throw in the forward pocket for Northcote Park. McEwen, who's been good. Ratty probably over the top. McEwen again helps himself and helps out the smaller men. Now it finds its way into the pathway of Vark. He kicks it to high, up and under. And there's a big contest, and now it was sharked and kicked in towards the pocket towards Davies, who's been absolutely everywhere, and it gets out of bounds in the forward pocket.
Yeah, it's dangerous here for Northcote.
It is very dangerous, and you get the feeling that with most of the inside 50s in this last quarter, Lowell Plenty need to do something to get back into it.
Yeah,
that was sharked there by Mills. Now, there was a chance, looked like it was Schultz. He couldn't get his foot to the footy. Goes back in again for a good second effort. Umpire's going to have to ball this up. Umpire will ball it up almost halfway between centre forward and full forward for Northcote Park. They're all over the top of it again. No clean possession. It's a tough contest. In and under there is Mills again, he's been good as well.
Yeah, Mills has been great. In and under player.
Tap one by McEwen. He's been terrific since he's been thrown in and done a lot of the ruck work. Poyser gets a nice little dab in the direction of Barden. Beats him out of bounds.
Yeah, Blake Poyser's been a good swingman down back for Lowell Plenty, getting on the end of a bit of ball, and he's been serviceable, that's for sure. Boundary
throw in. Again, one by McEwen. Tries to direct it in the pathway of his rover. That was Schultz tying him up. Tying him up there also with Nick Carter, who's been good. There's the throw up. Tap this time one by Ratty. Almost a shark there by Vark on the outside. In they go again. Umpire said this time I'll have it again. We've had about 6 ball ups in about 2 minutes, Nick.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a scrappy game. I think it's going to be who knocks the ball forward first. So
looked like there's a few tired players out there at the moment. Sochio stood up in the pack and got the handball into the general direction of Vasilevsky, but Schultz kicked it off the ground. It went towards Coleman. Munger came
well
through.
Done there by Clint Munger just to concede that, not take it out of bounds. So he will kick out, rake and right foot. He'll should clear it.
9:13.67 Lower Plenty, 11:14.80 Northcote Park. Direction of Barden. Umpire said free kick the other way. So it's a free kick going to Pat O'Connell. Must have got pushed out in the contest.
Yeah, just niggled it out there by Julian Sochio. I thought that was actually going to go the other way, but
towards the forward pocket. Chance, close. He's there. Poyser. Umpire says
Blake Poyser.
Free kick. Barden was going to run away with it, but he said you've got to go back, Poyser, behind your mark. So Poyser will relieve from the back pocket. Kicks it in the general direction. Sochio from behind.
Jules
marks it.
Marked it with his face.
Yeah, it came off his head. He then kicked it in towards the pocket.
Fantastic.
It was a terrific kick. Absolute
There's
ripper.
a turn and hit someone up before everybody
Laurie
floods
Naismith,
back.
will he kick it?
Bit of confidence about him.
He's kicked one.
He likes to practice the goal kicking at training.
Does he?
He's
so you reckon he might kick this?
Definitely able to slot this one, I reckon. I'll back him.
Laurie Naismith from the forward flank on its way. It's a good looking kick by Naismith. He's drilled it.
Sensational kick.
Naismith gets his second, and Lower Plenty, Northcote Park are 11-14-80. Lower Plenty are 10-13-73. It's a 7-point ball game, and that's just what they needed, Nick.
Yeah, spot on. And just hopefully we'll shift the momentum in the way of Lower Plenty, and it's a tight game. It's going to be a great contest here.
We're probably halfway through this last quarter, and so far we've had Northcote Park in this last quarter have kicked 2 goals, 1. Lower Plenty have kicked 1 goal, 1. So it's been an even contest. Again, McEwen, who's been terrific in the ruck, and he won the tap, but it went down the throat of his teammate, but he got held up. Throw up. Flynn doing the ruck work. Still beaten. Shark by Munger. Munger on the left foot kicks it towards the half forward line. Off the top of the packet went into the general direction of the Northcote Park boy. Ooh, over the top.
Yeah,
Was it a free kick? No, play on. They've all got their hands up. It comes out to Di Stefano. He kicks one round the corner. Di Stefano's jailed it.
That's a fair kick there from Davey De Steph, and boys all getting around him. That'll fire him up a bit.
He didn't put the aeroplane on.
Nah, I think he just went for the one-handed salute there. And
Di Stefano kicks one, and the scores now are a 1 point ball game. Northcote Park 11-14-80, Lower Plenty 11-13-79. We're in for a ring-a-ding-ding.
this is a ripper game.
Could go either way here at the Cave, and hopefully they get the game over before the moon comes out, Nick.
Yes, it's a bit of a shocker today.
It's not getting any brighter here. Back in the centre, important contest here, this one. He bounces it and it went straight to Flynn. Flynn got it. Here's Davies though, who's been dominating, pushing it in front of him, keeping his head over it. Got knocked off the footy by Dougie. And then the umpire said, play on.
Tackle.
He got brought out of the pack, and the umpire said, I'll have it. Thanks. And they're still trying to work out who's got it. The umpire said, I'll have it.
Yeah.
So
Jared Sutton, he's a slight bloke. And
Jared Sutton,
woke
him up. Gave him a fair. How's your auntie?
Yeah.
Ball comes tapped out. And he gets a little drill mills. In comes and Flynn brings him into the fence. Back in. Hard tackle again. It's not for the faint-hearted in there, Nick.
No, they're both sides going hard at it. Fairly. But yeah, definitely a good contest here.
There's a boundary throw in now. Over the back of the pack. Paddy Flynn, handball. Barden
Well done,
turns
Dustin
around,
Barden.
gets a right footer, but it's going to be defended here. Is this Brown?
Yeah, Brandon Brown, he's dropping behind.
Everywhere.
Dropping one play behind, one kick behind, and he's
Kicks it
swallowed
towards
those all day.
Ash Close. Came down to Matty Barden. He got a handball into the general advantage here of Chaz Bromley. Oh, good hard contest by Bromley. Brought to the ground by Schultz.
He's a pinball, Chaz Bromley. He's like a hound at a rabbit, fair dinkum. He just goes hard at it.
There it is. Flynn got a 10-metre advantage. Here's a chance for Dougie.
He'd love to kick that. I don't know how he's kicked that.
Dougie Morris, he's jailed it.
Against his own side, he's pretty happy with that one too. I don't think I've ever seen a kick like that in my life. It looked like he went for the right foot banana and it somehow turned into a left to right drop punt. So,
and it's put him in front. Lower Plenty 12-13-85, Northcote Park 11-14-80. It's a ring-a-ding-dinger here at the Cave.
Fantastic.
It's what we came to see, and after that quarter time, when Northcote Park led by 20 points at quarter time, Lower Plenty paired them back, and then we went in 1 point ball game at 3/4 time, and now we've got a 5 point ball game.
Looks like the right of screen is definitely the goal scoring end, that's for sure.
Certainly is. It's where you want to be. There's the bounce. He's got to take that back, which he will.
And I don't think they're too happy with him bouncing it.
He's getting a little bit of encouragement from the spectators. He's done a good job. Up it goes. And this time Flynn gets the tap into the advantage of Duckworth, and guess who's brought him to the ground? It's Davies.
Yeah, offensively and defensively, Davies been fantastic today, laying some good tackles in close and obviously getting on the end of quite a lot of ball.
Ball punched to the advantage now. It makes its way out towards the wing. Dougie Morris has given chase and it came back to him, and Morris got the ball after Vark couldn't.
Well done.
And a great bit of spoiling there by Naismith.
Laurie, the natural defender, he's
defending on the forward line.
Defending on the forward line, so he can go up forward and back. He's been sensational today.
Boundary throw in. Couldn't get it. Davies. Duckworth, he's brought to the ground with a strong tackle by Nick Carter. Out it comes to Dougie Morris. He kicks it in towards the dangerous pocket. Rady, and he takes a lovely mark.
Good Dukes. You should go back and kick this left foot. He's on his side, so he can swing around and slot this one.
This would be a handy one, because this would make it an 11-point ball game if he can jail it, or a 1-goal ball game if he kicks it. Justin Raddy on the left foot. Brings it
nice
back.
Kick.
Goal!
He's happy with it too, the big boy from Mildura, I think.
That's his second. And Lower Plenty now stretch it to an 11-point lead, getting a fair way into the last quarter. Probably only another 5 or 6 minutes left, I would have thought. And Lower Plenty 13-13-91, Northcote Park 11-14-80.
They're starting to run away with it.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Fair to say they need the win if they're going to keep themselves in the hunt for finals berth.
This is a huge confidence booster for Lower Plenty if they do get this one.
Up in the ruck, Flynn won it. He stuck it down the throat of Duckworth. Again, Davies sat on him and brought him to the ground. And there was no clear possession. So the umpire will throw it up again. Up it goes. Oh, a great bit of work by McEwen. He's done beautifully. Morris has had a great second half as he kicks it towards the half-forward line, and Barden punches it 10 metres to the advantage of Di Stefano. Talk about a pinball machine.
Oi.
Now he's knocked off the footy, and racing out of the defence there is O'Connell. Now it makes its way forward, and I think that was Boscarini. Up towards close, couldn't take it. Great possession as it comes across towards the big ruckman. McEwen, he got smothered. Here's Vasilevsky charging through like a bull into the advantage there of De Bruin, and De Bruin is forced over the boundary line by...
Yeah, that's a desperate smother there by Big Vass, so that's bloody handy, and it stopped the big goal from McEwen there.
Boundary throw in, Munga feeling the pinch. There's the throw in now. There's McEwen up in, and then it went to the advantage of Munga. It came out towards Matt Barden. Sochio got a smothered kick. Now it went out on the wing.
He went for his head.
Here's a chance for De Bruin. Picked up, and they run into the coaching box. Paddy Flynn ends up with the footy in his hand. Who's got it now? Umpire said, what's he said here? Free kick. He's paid over the shoulder.
Tackle there to Wilson King, I think that is.
Wilson King, who comes up with the footy and the free kick. Wilson King now, where will he... He'll bring the ball out towards the coach's box. He looks for Darcy Barden. It's a long kick. Barden takes a fantastic mark.
I thought for sure it was going out on the full.
Yeah. Marks it in front of De Bruin. Comes in short to Morris.
So
they're just trying to settle it a bit.
Yeah, I think it's smart, just slowing the tempo of the game. Lower Plenty, and probably, Dougie going to go long along the boundary.
Morris with a drop punt towards the half-forward line. Oh, there's a fantastic mark over the back by Vark. Hasn't he played well?
Yeah, he's been sensational down
Singh
back.
Goes in short to Schultz. All their big superstars are standing up in the last minute. Goes down to and there's a fantastic mark by Keys in the last line of defence. Wasn't that a timely mark? Into the back pocket towards, is that Munga? He decides he'll switch and he brings it back to the other side to Barden. And Barden marks in front of De Bruin. He's got Bromley down the line here leading. 50-metre penalty, says the umpire.
Yeah, it's
50-metre penalty. That's going to make it interesting.
Kill the Northcote coach. He won't be happy with that. That's not something you want deep in the last quarter in a game like this.
So Barden is going to end up... will he have a shot? No, he goes in short. The umpire says he's got to go over your mark.
Yeah.
Barden's now kicking into a crowded forward line.
That's a good kick.
It was a low penetrating kick looking for
Ryan Gray almost getting on the end of that.
Someone's underneath the pack, and it's going to go to Singh in the last line of defence. Well, they need to get the ball out. They need to move it quickly because they're 11 points behind. There can't be a lot of time left, Nick.
No, it's important they get this ball going quickly. I don't think they want to be holding it. It's too long in the defence.
He's been terrific, McEwen. He's kicked a rainmaker towards the half-back line. Out the back is King.
We got the numbers there, plenty.
Poyser on the left foot, into the pocket. Ratty.
Big fella.
He's been good. Big fella, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been good in the ruck and also slotting down forward there. He's provided quite a good target, and he's I think he's kicked 2 today, hasn't he? This little test the left foot.
3 minutes left, I think. I might have heard as Ratty kicks from the pocket. He's kicked another one.
That's a fair kick. That's a great kick by the big fella.
He's kicking them from everywhere, Nick.
Oh, yeah, it's a sensational goal. He's non-preferred side and thread the needle.
Well, that'd just about make it pretty difficult. I reckon there's 3 minutes of play left. Lower Plenty of 14-13-97. Northcote Park 11-14-80. 17-point ball game. Ratty's now kicked 3 for Lower Plenty. He kicked them all after half time, I think.
Yeah, that's Paddy Flynn sort of going to the ruck a bit, and it's allowed Justin to go up forward, and he's been sensational.
Vark's been good as he brings the ball out towards Davies, and there's Barden, takes another timely mark.
Yeah, we just need to settle here. Look for a short option.
Barden goes in short towards his brother Matty. He's been good as well, Matt Barden. He's got Keysy out here, and he goes across towards Keys now, and Keys takes it. Keysy goes into Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky marks right in front of us on almost on the wing position with about 2 minutes of plays left. He goes back to Keys, and Keys takes it. Keys goes over the top. Munga runs into the space, and he takes the mark, and he might have cramped up. Munga goes. He goes with one that didn't make the distance, puts Vasilevsky under pressure. But he runs around him, he gives it over, and then he gives it back. And Vasilevsky, super play as he drives it in towards the goal square. Up they go, out the back of the pack. Ratty gave it over to Naismith, and Naismith has kicked it behind.
He called it.
3-goal ball game.
Where I was.
14-14, 98.
He needs to get this one out quickly.
11-14, 80.
Wow.
Great mark by Flynn. Under pressure.
Yeah.
I reckon they might be home lower plenty here, and an absolute, probably a bit of an upset, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. It's 3rd versus 8. I mean, Northcote aren't going to be happy with this.
He goes into the advantage of Munga. He's got to win a hot footy. He's brought to the ground. Did he have prior opportunity? No, he didn't. And the umpire says, I'll ball it up. Only a minute or so to go. Up she goes. Flynn, McEwen. Into the advantage of Mills, couldn't get it. And taking the ball over the line is Gray. We'll see the ball brought back in front of the lower plenty members. There it goes. Out the back, McEwen, great tap. Finds its way out to Mills. He gets a hurried kick towards the half-forward line. Sochio, there's a chance. Bromley took his time but got it to Vasilevsky. He weaved his way through. There's Flynn, but it finds its way to Morris.
The long kick deep.
Morris to the hot spot. Good defence by Northcote Park. They run at it. Well gathered. Hands off. Singh round the boundary line with a very, very smart, clever kick. And Matt Barden sees it out.
He wanted the boundary line there, I think, Singh.
Boundary line's your friend when you're a defender.
That's for sure.
Boundary throw in almost on the half forward flank position between the wing and the half forward flank for lower plenty. Down to Ayres on the left foot, in towards the hot spot. Good defence by the Northcote Park boys. A mongrel bounce for O'Connell, but he managed to pick it up. Goes onto the left foot, piercing kick. Two players, they spoil each other. Barden's there, he mops it up. Poyser into the advantage of Bromley. Bromley towards the hot spot. Singh doing the battle there with Naismith, and it goes out of bounds. The bell must be about to go.
Can't be too far away, I don't think. So, great hit out today, and well, plenty of capitalised when they needed to. So, bit of an upset.
McEwen, tap, has been a great game of footy. Shark, left footer, tap through by Boscarini, who's back into deep in defence. Ball's brought back in. Here's a chance now for Mills, who's been good. Morris makes it hard for him. Mills goes, hasn't got the footy. Umpire said he was held. He'll go back and get it. Here's Mills. Mills gets the ball towards half forward line.
Darcy Barden.
Great mark. Barden brings it round.
Cramped up on the kick there, I think.
Here's Ayres with his head over the footy. Through they go. Tough contest there, no issue. Michael O'Connell went bang. There's the bell. Lower plenty.
Yeah, that's
Bring
good.
home the bacon. Final score, lower plenty, 14-15-99 in an upset. Beat Northcote Park 11-14-80. Nick, can you give us a couple of best players for each side?
For each side, a very even game across the board for both teams. But Vark, Schultz, Carter and I think I'll give Davies best on ground for Northcote and almost best on ground for the game today. But I think Lowell Plenty's big guns in Heath Ayres. Vass was excellent in that second half. Dougie Morris against his old side was very good, and Darcy Barton played a real captain's game, taking a couple of really strong marks down back there when it really mattered. So great hit out, great upset for Lowell Plenty, and they'll take a bit of confidence from this one. I think they look like they're on the up.
I think you're right. The goal kickers to wrap up for Northcote Park: 2 to O'Connell, 2 to Brown, 2 to Close. Singles to Carter, Coleman, Davies, Chilcott and Vark. For Lower Plenty, we had 3 to Ratty. Kicked a couple of beauties, didn't he, Nick?
Yeah, he definitely did. The big fella was serviceable in the ruck, and God, he was a big target when he went down forward there, taking a few sensational marks, and the big boom and left foot. He kicked 2 or 3, didn't he, today?
He kicked 3.
Kicked 3, which is great signs for Lower Plenty to be able to swing him down forward. He was very good today.
Naismith kicked 2, Di Stefano 2, Gray 1, Ayres 1, Matty Barden 1, Geary 1, Bromley 1, Vasilevsky 1 and Morris 1. So just to repeat, Lower Plenty 14-15-99, come out winners over Northcote Park 11-14-80. Thanks, Nick, for co-piloting.
Thank you very much, Brad. It was good fun.
We might see you in the box again and give Jacko a rest.
Yeah, we'll see how,
All right,
see how he comes back.
Thanks, mate. We'll sign off from the Bears Cave. See you next time.